it was a good thing I learned fairly young that the world wasn't fighting me. I was fighting a war that didn't exist.
Yeah. How were you able to learn that? What was it that was able to help you discover that?
So this is where you can now ask producer Mac, because I've known him since I was 18.
Yeah.
He caught me as like an angry teenager.
Okay.
I was more than happy I didn't want to talk to you, but if we're gonna have an argument, I'm not raising my voice. I'm just gonna knock you out.
Yeah.
It's a terrible mindset, but it was just like, I don't yell. And the moment you're yelling, no one's listening, so I'll just hit you really hard.
Yeah.
A handle hurt. When you wake up, you'll have a headache. Whatever, it's dealt with. Matt was very calm and collected. He got me focused on like working on cars and stuff like that. But he was there as I progressed we started at Superstore.
Yeah.
$5 an hour.
Yeah.
So he watched me progress he's the one who connected with his friend Dave teaching English in Japan so I could start importing the parts.
Wow.
Mac's seen my entire progression from this angry little shithead trying to prove himself to the world, a world that didn't care about him, but in my head I thought the world was against me.
Yeah.
I got out of it by just hanging around people Mac was very calm, he was more educated than me.
Yeah.
He just said, why are you so pissed off?
Yeah.
Like, I owe him a lot.
Yeah.
Because had I done the wrong thing or maybe punched the wrong person, I could have got a knife, I could have got a gunshot, and then it all ends.
Yeah.
We're not having this conversation. None of these hospitals have been built, orphanages have been built. So I think he was the biggest influence in my life to make sure that I didn't do the stupid thing as I was growing.
Wow.
Because when you have something to lose, fighting someone who doesn't, you never win. You can win the fight, but breaking your hand and getting a criminal record, and then I can't fly to Japan to do business. I can't do everything you see me doing now.
Everyone just loses. It's just lost there. Yeah.
So that's really what it is. People much smarter than me, because I was very good at math. I had an incredible ego, but then I realized there's people doing life more efficiently.
Yeah.
Whether they approach things calmly or just because they're smart enough to know that the world doesn't give a shit about them, and you're fighting it's like punching a wall to get through it, instead of just opening the door.
Yeah. But you were able to still at least put that, even though you still say big ego aside though, and still let that listen a bit more, I guess, is what it was, right? And let that influence happen.
I still wasted my 20s doing it the wrong way.
Yeah.
But at least I can then tell you in your 20s, this was wrong.
Exactly.
I'm not giving you advice. I'm just telling you that I did it this way.
Exactly.
It was wrong. The biggest shift in my life was in my late 20s when I started doing charity.